Oh, we are so back, New Wave fans. Let's go. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a self-pick. I was listening to Ultravox today. I was listening to Vienna, and it was a playlist on YouTube, and this song was the next song on there, and I was like, huh. And I clicked on it, and it had a ton of views, and there's also a very special unreleased live video I found as well. Obviously I haven't listened to or anything yet, so we're gonna go into this. Tubeway Army and Gary Neuman, who I've heard of Gary Neuman before, but I've never heard of Tubeway Army, I'm not gonna lie. This is their hit single from 1979 called Our Friends Electric, from the album Replicas, which also came out in 1979. Apparently, according to Gary Neuman, this was his machine phase, and this is in, oh my goodness, Wikipedia had a great description. I have to read it before we go. A collection linked by common themes of dystopian science fiction future and transmutation of man and machine, coupled with an androgynous image in synthetic rock sound. Boy, that's right up my alley. Just I read the description. I was like, let's freaking go, bro. So this goes credit to me. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you get any other tracks by Tubeway Army or Gary Neuman you think I might like, leave it down below. Check out our Patreon, PayPal. Leave a tip if you want to get a video just like this. That's the way to do it. We got some big videos scheduled this week. We got Concrete Blonde coming up, some other stuff. It's, lesser known stuff, but I like that. It's the stuff I like. Doesn't get the views, but hey, who cares? All right, here we go. Our Friends Electric, Gary Neuman, Tubeway Army. 3, 2, 1. Eno.
And the paint's spilling off of my walls. There's a man outside in a long coat grey hat, smoking a cigarette.
Whoa. That's sick. Definitely an Eno influence, I can hear it.
Now the light fades out, and I wonder what I'm doing in a room like this. There's a knock on the door, and just for a second I thought I remembered you.
That's so good, come on. Whoa. That's different.
So now I'm alone. Now I can think for myself about little deals and issues, things that I just don't understand. Like a white light at night, or a slow touch at times. I don't think of anything to you.
I love those vocals.
It's the friend I left in the hallway. Please sit down. A candlelit shadow on the wall of the bed.
Drummer is in there, bro. This is fucking gnarly, dude. It's so catchy, but it's so cold and robotic at the same time.
You know, I
It's very
hate
good.
to ask, but the friend's electric. Only mine's broke down.
life to the texture of the keys. I love it.
So I find out your reason for the phone calls and smiles. And it hurts and I'm lonely, but I should never have tried. And I missed you tonight, so it's time to leave. You see it when everything's new.
Wow. The whole feeling changed. I don't know how, but it did. I was inspired by Philip K. Dick, bro. Dude, that was revelatory, bro. I see why that was such a hit for 79. I bet people were like, what the fuck is this? Nowadays, this is normal, but holy shit. I can't just imagine, like, 79, bro. And this is the live one. Let me get in my corner. It's so good, bro. So that drummer stayed in the pocket the entire song, bro. Doing it correctly. He looks like an android. I love the all black. I don't like how they're staring at the camera.
So now I'm alone. Now I can think for myself about little deals and issues. Things that I just don't understand. I can white light at night, or a slow touch at times. I don't think I mean anything to you.
Dude, what a stage. The smoke is great, the fog is great in the back. That's so sick. This is so ahead of its time, bro. It really is. I love his mannerisms. Reminds me of Data from Star Trek. New playlist material. Easy, bro. Right next to Ultravox. That drummer, bro. Steady the entire time.
So I found out your reason for the phone calls and smiles. And it hurts and I'm lonely. And I should never have tried. And I missed you tonight. So it's time to leave. You see, I mean everything to me.
Dual keyboard synthesizer mix is so good. It can push sounds to so many different limits with that. Eno knew what to do with that too, man. He really did. The layering. Wow. It's so sci-fi, dude. I love it. They seem like a band from like another planet, like the future or something. They captured that man-machine feel so well, which would be an android, I guess. Man, and it's so funny this popped up today. Like I always say, like these songs, like for some reason, have to do with what happened in my day. And I was doing a deep dive on Philip K. Dick. Because I already knew, you know, about like Blade Runner and, you know, do androids dream of electric sheep and stuff like that. And then I was kind of going deeper into some of his other novels and looking at those. That man was so on point with what he was writing, and then they called him crazy at the end of his life, and now all the stuff he did sort of came true in a way in this fiction writing. It's like almost, it's reality now, you know? And I feel like that with stuff like this is 1979, and I don't know. It doesn't fit for 79, but it totally does at the same time, you know, because you got stuff like Ultravox and everything that came a little bit later, I think, or around the same time. And all the new wave bands that kind of came through, but this is different. This is like the perfect blend of the 70s kind of quirkiness that they had going on with this sort of genre when the bands weren't as big as they kind of got in the 80s, you know, with this or late 70s new wave sort of sound. Because they were doing it in like 75 and 76. There were bands that were sort of messing around with that sound, but, you know, with Eno and stuff like that. But then they pushed it forward to this stuff. But this is looking forward to the 80s, and it's also sort of living in the 70s as well, if that makes sense, you know? It also has hallmarks of stuff from like today, to be honest. Like the way that the layering and production was done on that, just masterful. I mean, seriously, that Gary Neuman guy knows what he's freaking doing, bro. And like I said, like I've heard his name before, but I don't know much about him at all. So I think he was with this band for 2 albums, and then he went solo. I think that's the story behind it. I kind of want to hear what else he can do with his voice, because like this song it's got a very specific sort of range he's going for, and his mannerisms in the video fit that android theme very, very well. He kind of seemed like a machine at points, and so did the song, you know, because it flowed and it worked so well. Like it was like a well-oiled machine, like it really was. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep using that riff and that run the entire time, basically. And man, they had it, bro. Drummers in the pocket the whole time. I mean, oh my god, bro. I was trying to listen to the keys and stuff, but then my ear would go to the drummer, and he's just steady, you know? I was like, come on, dude. I love when drummers can fit in with music like this and actually sort of contribute to it, because sometimes I feel like this music is so dependent on the keys, the synthesizers, the vocals, the bass at points in this song that the drums can kind of get lost in the shuffle. But you know, he was lost in the shuffle. But he's he was doing his thing on the song. I really like that, actually. So let's see who we got. All right, Gary Neuman on keyboards, guitars, vocals, producer, and mixing. Paul Gardner on bass guitar, and then Jess Lydyard on drums. That was the 3 people for the album, but there was more than that on stage for the video. So I don't know if there's other people that filled in for the live stuff, even though I feel like that was just the audio track played over a video. I don't know. You guys can fill me in, obviously. I don't know anything about these guys. I would love to know the history behind the stuff, because I find, sci-fi fascinating. If you guys watch my channel, you guys know I'm a nerd. Like, I really, really am. And it's stuff like this that kind of, like, reminds me that there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? In a way, like, I don't know, the themes and stuff that we're going through now in the world, with the rise of AI and, just the world order that we live in, basically, and how things are. I feel like it was all predicted back then. Like, I think everybody could, not everybody, but there were certain people that could see what the future was going to become. You can just kind of extrapolate from what you have now and just make it 10 times worse or 10 times better, and that's usually what the future is, And, or it could stay the same, we're humans, things are weird, we're fickle, things could easily stay the same, but for more, for better or worse, it's gonna change. Life is just meant to change. If you're stationary for too long, a rolling stone gathers no moss, but if you just sit there, you're gonna get a little mossy. But this is, I really picked up on the themes of humanity and machine, kind of coexisting, which is such a far-flung concept these days. It's either you love it or you hate it with the machines, because they've basically taken over our world. I'm gonna be honest. The camera, the laptop, it's all machines. Like, it really is. And I've always had this strange inkling in my head that it's like this cycle of man. I don't know where it starts. It's like the chicken or the egg, but machine creates man because it's bored. Man destroys machine. Man creates machine because it's bored or it's necessary. Machine destroys human, and it's just like this endless cycle of destruction and creation. And if it goes back to us being created by something, it wouldn't surprise me if it was some sort of, not even mechanical, but like an artificial life form by our standards, that designed us, you know what I mean? Because we work like we're machines. Like, we really are we are machines. We're just biologically made, It's just, instead of wires and cables, it's veins and it's muscle, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different, it's like organic machinery. That's what we are. Our brains work like computers, basically. We're already halfway there. And now, if you throw in all the extra stuff that's coming with the AI and the implants and stuff, we're going to a galaxy far, far away with this stuff, bro. And I don't know if we're ready for it. I don't think humanity is evolved enough for what's coming. Most people aren't, at least. I think everyone is very angry and narcissistic and egotistical, myself included at points, because of the internet and social media and stuff. But I think that can be conditioned out of us because, if something really bad happens, you either step up to the plate or you freaking die, basically. That's what happened to me. Like, I literally was a dopehead for like 10 years, got stabbed in the freaking spine, and I was like, okay, I give up, I get it, you know what I mean? It's just what happens. But yeah, I don't think humans are ready for what's coming. Maybe the machines will pacify us if they haven't already done it, or they'll amplify us and we'll be even worse, you know what I mean? But there is a change that's coming. No matter what, there's nothing we can do. Unless someone goes and drops an EMP in Kentucky, there's no way that we're going to see the end of it. You know what I mean? And that's just because that's where I'm never mind, stop. I know too much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like this runaway train that we're on right now. You guys know that. And I feel like, I don't know. It's almost like we don't have a choice in the matter. You know what I mean? But sadly, most people would welcome this. They'd be like, yeah, give us the AI. Make the AI president. We hate our president. Make AI president. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to happen one day. We're going to give the control to the machines, and the Matrix is going to come true if it's not already come true. And stuff like this, and Philip K. Dick, it's all going to be proven true. I'm not ready for it, man. So, let's bask in the aura of 1979 while we can. Let's, you know what I mean? Because what a time this was. Like I said, I can't believe what people probably thought of it when it first came out. They're probably like, huh, this is different. But I really like that. My favorite part was definitely the keys and the vocals. I liked the studio track, but I think that was the same thing in the second one too, just the video. I love the mannerisms, love the all black, great stage presence. They did a really good job of conveying the machinery kind of feel by staring at the camera while they were in it. It was very unsettling, if that makes sense. And I'd love to hear more. So if you guys have any other tracks by Tubeway Army or Gary Neuman you think I'd like, leave it down below. Sorry if I ramble for too long. I find this stuff fascinating. Sci-fi, the future, dystopian sort of stuff, like, that's my hallmark right there. That's my sweet spot. And then you add great music onto it. Bro, I'm going to talk for hours, so I'm going to shut the fuck up all I can. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Check out our Patreon, PayPal, leave a tip so I can eat. Much appreciated. Have a great day. See ya!